Hey y'all, Grand Rising, beautiful people. It is time for the Divine Message for the Collective. My name is Tiara Shardé. I hope all is well. How you doing? Come on in the building. Make sure you're sharing this to your groups. This is going to be a really great message today. I took a week off last week. I've been traveling, many of you know. I came to Georgia. I'm with High Priestess Yafa Yamima and the beautiful Courtney and my beautiful spirit team. So I've been traveling with them. We've been getting a lot of spiritual work done and just so much epiphanies. Hey, peace and love, goddess. Just so much epiphanies and lessons and movement. Beautiful, beautiful shifts have been taking place and I'm so thankful. Shout out to all of you guys who have been supporting me. Thank you for scheduling your services with me at tiarashardé.com. This video will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, Tiara Neo Shardé, so make sure you check that out. As many of you know, I do readings, rituals. Love you too, goddess. Readings, rituals, a manifestation ritual, self-love, spiritual baths, a whole bunch of things. Make sure you check out my website, again, tiarashardé.com for all of that, okay? Follow me on Instagram, Tiara Neo Shardé as well. So let's get into it. There's a couple different things going on here. So I want to make sure I get to every single group, okay? Hey, y'all. Thanks for the love. Peace and love, sis. I want to make sure I get to everyone. So one of the main things that stood out is love. I feel like many of you have been connecting with your crew. I know that this message mirrors my life a lot. You've been connecting to your spirit team, your soul family, people who love and support you, people who see you for who you truly are and want to put themselves in position to help you succeed. Oh, thank you, beautiful Bomani. I appreciate you. Hey, peace and love, sis. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. People who want to help you succeed. I feel like some of you have been given a divine assistance, but also a divine union, a divine friendship. There's something that's happening in the ethers that is really, really huge. Reconnecting with the soul family, it happened just last night. I'll be posting pictures about that. It's amazing how the spirit world works. There's a thing here also with knowledge and information. So sharing things. I feel like many of you are finding your voice. From a couple weeks ago, we talked about that. The need to find your voice. The need to stand in your truth no matter what. As long as you're being respectful and you have integrity, there's no problem with speaking your piece. It's required now. I feel like those people who are hearing you or sharing with you, they understand where you're coming from. There's like minds here. Definitely soul ties, soul unions happening here. So you guys pay attention to the people who are coming into your life. Many of you are gaining mentors. You've been studying. You've been trying to do better with yourself. So kudos to you guys who are doing that. There has been a lot of healing. Peace, sis. Just found my voice. Hey, yes, sis. I love it. I love it. Oh, and Darlene has a book that's coming out. Can you post when your book comes out, Darlene? So people can support you and follow and get more information on that. Congratulations. That's a big thing. I've actually been struggling writing my book because it's really hard. Like, healing is not easy. It's not that easy like people want you to believe. So I'm still getting the story out. So I am in admiration of those who are able to tell their story and like get it out to the public. It's a big deal. So congratulations again. See, that's the thing. Knowledge is here. Wow. I guess that relates to you, Darlene. Speaking your piece and putting your story out because it can help somebody. Teaching is here. Family is here. If you're reconnecting with family or you're healing family. The interesting thing with family is that many of us, November 9th, her book comes out. Y'all make sure you're following Darlene so you could get more information on her book, okay? Knowledge is coming out. So the thing with family is many of you have been kind of designated to heal family. We talked about that like several videos back. If I could find that video, I'll link it. But many of you have been like chosen, yes, to heal your family, to try something new, to create a whole new cycle. okay? You're at the forefront, which means that you could deal with a lot of friction and static. It could also mean that, you may be isolated. You may needing to be isolated to get these information and get these downloads. It's going to require you to have a tough skin. We talked about it over the weekend. Having your heart on your sleeve isn't always the best. You kind of want to prepare yourself and have your armor on. Last night I had a dream about that. In the dream I had to go back in the house and put my armor on. So I advise you guys to do that. If you're running into tough situations, even if you're not, right, it's always good to be protected. But make sure you have the tools to get your energy right. So whether you got to meditate, which is highly recommended, it helped me so much. Meditate, ground, light your candles, burn your incense, use your sage, use your Palo Santo, use your bay leaves. They're great for protection too. To clear your energy, take your deep breaths. You're going to have your tools in order, because I feel like many of you are going to come into some challenge. And challenge is okay. Challenge triggers, they're okay. They just let you know, all right, I just need to heal through something, or I need to take a second look at something. Maybe I need to go about this a different way. So have your armor up, okay? Inner child is a major thing here too. A lot of us are needing to heal that little girl, that little boy inside. Some of us grew up a little tough. There's certain things that we need to realign into our adulthood. There's certain things that we have to correct so that we're not passing bad behaviors to our children, our grandchildren. I feel like this goes in line with those who have been designated to do certain works. Okay, in your family, you know who you are too. You've been designated. So shout outs to the black sheeps in the family. Shout outs to those who are struggling, trying to fit in within their family. You're not meant to fit in. Okay, you're not meant to. You're meant to forge ahead and create a whole new path. So keep that in mind. You must heal your inner child. Many of us, our inner child shows up when we can kind of throw tantrums, when we go off to the corner and we pout, when we don't want to do certain things, when we don't want to take responsibility for how we show up. I find inner child too when we blame other people. It's kind of like when you were a child, you were blaming the adults in your life for how you were growing up, and you haven't healed that. So as an adult, you're going to blame other people for the things that are going on in your life. It's important for us to take a look at ourselves and see where we show up and what we've been doing. Okay? A lot of it from a couple weeks ago was because we didn't have the courage to say what we needed and what we wanted and how we want to be loved. And that's like directly tied. So if any of you guys resonate with that part of the message, make sure you find your voice. Really hone in on what you want. What is your love language? If this is with a romantic partner, tell this partner, hey, like, I really feel loved when this is happening, or when you do this. Okay? Like, what makes you feel loved? Like, how can I love you? How can I show up for you? That discussion is going to come up. I feel like some people are not willing to heal. Like you want to heal, you want to be better, but it's like you're not quite taking the steps. Now this goes back into inner child. Make sure you take responsibility. You cannot play the victim anymore. How we were treated was a reason for our behavior. You know what I mean? What we went through, we behaved this way because of this. It was a reason. But at the older you get, it becomes an excuse. So you're blaming other people. You're playing the victim, okay? Identify where you've been doing that. And that could be hard. It could be hard to see ourselves for who we are and look at the mirror and be like, ooh, I don't like that. But see where you have been playing the victim and see how you can take responsibility for that. I feel like some people are struggling to heal. There's some resentment, some bitterness here. You got to get out of that space. You got to get out of that space of blaming, of victim mentality. You got to get out of that space of not seeing yourself for who you truly are. Many of you are so freaking powerful. You're meant to do great things in this life. You just have to switch your mindset, okay? You have to switch how you've been viewing yourself and how you've been viewing others. You're not a victim. Don't claim that on your life, because if you do, you're going to pull in things that you don't want. You're going to pull in more people to manipulate you. You're going to pull in narcissists. You're going to pull in pain and trauma. You don't want to do that. You want to nip it in the bud. So if any of you have been refusing to heal, you need to switch it around, because I don't see it. I don't see it turning out well. Okay, dang, but I don't. Some of you have been sent a messenger. This is somebody who has love. They're divinely guided to share a certain message, a certain gift. They've been divinely guided to open a door for you. And I feel like you've been shutting them down. You've been refusing to see them for who they are. You've been caught up in your pain and trauma. And that's why inner healing and shadow work is so important, because you're going to need to properly identify who is really on your side. Okay? I feel like you're turning away somebody you're not going to want to turn away. Who is that? Like, can you identify the person who is doing that for you or with you? You got to be able to identify who's in your corner and who's not. Okay, I feel like somebody is refusing to heal, and you're blaming, you're projecting onto somebody else or others, multiple people, when it's only you. It's only you. When you blame other people for the things that you're going through, you give your power away. And I need you to be empowered. Okay, a lot of my platform, all of my platform, is about empowerment. As I find my voice, as I empower myself, as I heal, I give these messages to you guys. And you guys are literally doing it with me. You're healing with me. You're growing with me. Okay, I'm here telling on myself a million times. Some of you are needing to heed the message. Okay. Inner child healing. Some of you are causing issues for yourself, because you're not identifying yourself. You're not seeing yourself clearly. I don't know how else I can really articulate that. Some of you guys have children that might be in the crossfire, so to speak. Because you're not seeing things clearly, because you're not stepping in your power and finding your voice, your children or loved ones or someone that you're taking care of is hurting in the midst of that. Okay? I hope that made sense. That just came up now. You gotta be careful. For those of you who do have children around you, you have to be careful how you move, because they're picking up your sadness, your depression, your insecurity. Somebody who you're taking care of, or a child, okay? They're picking up on your pain. Hey, peace and love, those who just joined in. How you doing? They're picking up on your pain. You got to be careful, because children absorb so much. If they see you sad, they see you depressed, they see you locked in your room, if they see you not living your life, they're going to take on that energy. You're going to confuse them. They're going to think that's the way to live. It's not the way to live. That's not the way. So for any of you who have been locking yourself away from the world, you must stop. It's time for you to grow. It's time for you to heal. Also, for those of you who are not heeding these messages, you're going to go through a lot of darkness. That's as clear as it gets. Many of you who have been watching these messages, I don't often give warnings. It's more of advice and outcome and things, but this is a warning to you. I think 2 weeks ago, those messages, there was a couple warnings in those messages. So for those of you who are resisting change, you're resisting the message, you're resisting your calling. Some of you are divinely called to do certain works. If you're resisting that, you're going to go through a lot of pain. You are. I'm sorry. Because it's a soul pull. It's a source telling you this way, this way, this way, this way. Because if you keep going this way, it's going to be the end of you. It's going to hurt. You're going to be kicking, screaming, crying, and bleeding. And you're going to want to heed the call. Many of you who constantly watch this message, you are so powerful. Like, you're so freaking amazing. You're so gifted. You have so much to offer the world. I'm almost in tears right now. Dang. You have so much to offer the world, but you are resisting change. You're in denial. You're denying who you are. You're denying who you are because of fear. You've been afraid. I understand you. I understand that. You're afraid of what family or friends are going to say. You're afraid of trying something new. What I'm picking up mostly is somebody who's afraid of change. Something has been working for you. It's been your way of life for so long, whether it's good or bad, whether it's traumatic or beautiful, that you're just refusing to do anything different. And this is a call to change. This is a call to grow. And if you don't do that, like I said, you're going to have a hard time. You're not going to be able to see who's in your life that can help you, that has literally been divinely appointed to guide you, okay? Recognize them for who they are quickly, okay? Because it's not them. They're only the messenger. Like for me, for existence. Hey, peace and love, Debbie. How you doing? Because like for me, for instance, I'm just a messenger, okay? A lot of my opinions do come out, but when messages come out with me, especially like the divine message, this is the divine message. This is source. Hey, how you doing? This is source message. This is not me. This is not Tiara saying, hey, you do this or that. No, this is just the message that is channeled through me. Don't hate the messenger. You really have to look at the message. If a message makes you uncomfortable, you have to see why. Because there's something in you that is struggling with it. You have to identify it. You can't just be like, no, you're wrong, I'm right. It's not about that. It's about growth. It's about ascension. It's about moving forward. So what is it going to take for you to do that, to get to the highest level? Many of you have been praying and hoping and wishing to grow and to get to the next level, but you're not following the guidance and you're afraid of change. You're used to something for so long. You've been leaning on it for so long. It's a crutch and it's broken now. You know what I'm saying? It was a crutch and now it's just like this shrivel of wood. It's a splinter that you're still supporting yourself on, and the divine is trying to show you like, no, baby, there's more for you. There's more for you. There's more. You're denying the more. You're denying it. You're denying the message and you're denying the messenger. Okay? So, man, you guys, I was just speaking to my mentor too. With these messages, I work really hard to make sure my story is not in this, but sometimes it is. This is a message for the collective. It's for all of us. So these are the energies. I'm telling my story and somebody out here is going to resonate with it. That's what it is. So many of you know I pull the oracle cards. Let's do the romance angels first. Okay? So if any of you are in this could represent family love, romantic love, friendships, business relationships, okay? So you guys can't really see me shuffling this, but you guys already know the deal. I take the card that flies out. That is what the divine needs you guys to know. You take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? I do want to say here, you all. Yesterday I posted a message about you cannot be awakened, enlightened, and believe Jesus is your savior. Now, I knew that was going to trigger people because triggers aren't always bad. Triggers are to show you that maybe there's something within you that knows that there's more, or there's something within you that acknowledges that you could be wrong about something, or you could do something a different way. It's just bringing that to your awareness. So I knew that would be a triggering post, and it was meant to trigger. It was meant to get you to think. Okay, and to evaluate yourself. I grew up Christian. I was in church 3 days a week from Mibon, okay? Since I was bored, I was in church 3 days a week. Maybe even 4 if there was a revival or something was going on. My foundation is church. It taught me so much. Religion taught me so much. One of the main things it taught me is that there's more out here. I've always been like that. As a kid, I used to ask so many questions because I was like, wait, there's something. I hear what you're saying. But my spirit knows that there's something more. Like, I'm getting these messages from the divine that there's something more. So I'm curious. I don't understand. I'm a child. I'm having conflicted things happening here, conflicted messages going on with me. So it led me to study. It led me to study the Bible. It led me to study all different religions and all different spiritual paths. Until now, I don't have a religion. I don't have a spiritual system. I don't claim anything. I'm just open to the all, because God is all. When you say that God is only delegated to this path, it's like you're limiting God. How could you limit something like that? How could you limit this vast energy? You can't. You can't even call it a he or a she. It just is. It's an energy. So that's why I made that post. That's why I understand that. I understand the teachings of Jesus, the understanding of Christ consciousness, what it means. He never taught you to worship him. He taught you to acknowledge the divinity within yourself. That's the teachings of Jesus. But how Christianity and other religions have been warped, and they have, do your study. Before you disagree, you gotta study. They have been warped to get you to go against yourself. It has put you in a box, a stagnant box. I see that over the Black community so much. A lot of our clients are Christians. People who are leaving the church or who left already, who have the call, the divine call that there's more. There's actually more to this than what I've been told, what's been pushed in front of me. You have to study, okay? It's time. We're moving in a different time where people are waking up. A lot of us are depressed, or we're going through hardships because we're denying the call from our Creator. Pay attention to the red flags popped out. Wow. On the bottom is calling in your soulmate. I feel like calling in your soulmate relates to the person who is sent into your life to give you a certain message, a certain truth. Remember I said that a few minutes ago, somebody was going to show up. You've been denying this person. Others of you, this is love. You'll be finding love. I feel like that came up a couple weeks ago. You'll be finding love and romance. Now, this could be a family reconnection, because soulmates does not have to be romantic. This could be a friend, or this could be romantic for some of you. So take what resonates with the calling your soulmate. But pay attention to the red flags. This is important. The signs are cautioning you. Woo. You know, I told some of y'all that I don't often give warnings, but there's a warning here. There's been warnings the past few weeks, you guys. It's crunch time. We're moving into 2020, which on a cosmic level is a big year. Big, 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 big. If any of you are understanding astrology, you know that. I do encourage us all to look more into astrology. It's kind of foolish not to understand or acknowledge the power of this. We live on a planet. So to not pay attention to the planets around us is not the best. You're going to want to open up your mind, expand your consciousness, and consider more. Consider more. That's what this message is. There's more out here. They don't teach us everything in school. Just like how we go up in grades, they're not going to teach you statistics in the 4th grade. You usually don't get to statistics until you're in high school or college. Okay, I took psychology. Statistics was a requirement. I didn't even get to that till college. So there's more. That's why you graduate and you get to the next class, because there's more than what you know, okay? Pay attention to the cosmos right now, okay? Yeah, I feel like that was the end of that. But the signs are cautioning you, okay? This is Romance Angel. So, the Romance Angel sent you this card to help you notice the unhealthy or disconcerting parts of your relationship. If you are swept up in a new romance, this card serves as a cautionary warning. Pay attention to your feelings and impressions with regard to your new suitor. Mind you, this doesn't take what resonates with you. This does not have to be a new love interest. This does not have to be romantic. This could be family, friends, business, anything. Any type of union or interaction with another person, okay? Don't allow emotion to blind you to the characteristics or habits that won't work for you in your relationship. Ooh, I got chills. A red flag is a sign that something is off. It can include an indication of dishonesty, disrespect, flirtatiousness with others, substance abuse, or lack of integrity. Wow, we talked about that, having integrity. While your new love interest, I hope you guys could see that. While your new love interest may treat you wonderfully well in the beginning of your relationship, it's vital that you watch how he or she treats others. Someone's basic character is revealed by the way in which he or she talks and acts with restaurant staff, valet parking attendants, and other miscellaneous individuals. If you are in an existing relationship, these red flags may signal a need for an honest mutual discussion or couples counseling. This card doesn't necessarily guide you to leave a relationship. Red flags can be markers along the path of healing. See, we spoke about that healing. The romance angels will guide you to take steps that are healthy for everyone involved, so do follow your intuition. Okay? Like I was saying, some of you have been getting messages and guidance and you've been disobedient. And I can see how I've done that in the past. I've done that. I've been disobedient because of fear, because I'm second guessing myself, because somebody else told me something and I think I should trust them and not me and not my own inner knowing. Some of you know what you know, what you know, what you know, but you've been refusing to acknowledge that. Others of you, like I said, you see how this person is coming in. I hope you guys can see. You have the spirit here, divine guidance. You have the messenger. And you have the person who's supposed to receive that message. Okay? So this ties in, I feel, with my path. I often get a lot of heat because of the things I say, even in readings, even in counseling sessions. But it's not because Tiara has anything against you. Tiara's not invested in your life or your outcome or anything like that. Hey, peace and love, those who just joined in. Peace, sis. This is a divine message. Okay, so anything that comes out is divinely guided. If it resonates with you, if it angers you, it's because you need to take a second look at it. Okay, and like I said, much of this message is a warning. You've been sent somebody and they're the last straw for you. You're at a crossroads here. Even here, there's two paths. One path here and one path here. You got the messenger and the divine coming in right in the middle of the path to give you guidance on where to go. So what path are you going to take? Baby. What path are you going to take, sugar? What you going to do? Because you've been warned. Many of you, and this came up too, goodness, many of you have been warned several times, and it's the last straw. You're at the crossroads. And this is not to ignite fear, but I really need you guys to see this. I really do. You're at a crossroads. Which way are you going to take? Are you going to choose to stay stagnant or are you going to grow? And if you choose to stay where you are, it's going to get worse. It's not so much you're going to stay in that stagnant place. It's going to get worse for you. So your health may be in jeopardy. Your friendships, your family, everything might be in jeopardy because you're refusing to grow and refusing change. Okay? You're being disobedient. All right? So let's get into the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. We kind of have a long message this Monday, this rising, you guys, because I wasn't here to give this message last week. And I missed you all. I missed you all. Many of you have been inboxing me, so shout outs to you guys who have been reaching out, who have been scheduling your readings and your counseling sessions. I truly appreciate you so much. All right, I'm going to cut this deck. All right. And then let's see what pops out here. Hey, y'all. Peace and love. Welcome, welcome. Make sure you're sharing this to your platforms. If you resonate with any part of this message, or if this sounds like somebody you know, if they're going through this, please share it with them. This is so important. This is not just for my platform, but this is so more people can see these messages and get this information, okay? Some of you are the messenger that people have been praying for. Yes, whether it's this video or anything. Some of you are answering somebody else's prayers. And some of them are going to acknowledge you and see you for who you are. And some of them are going to deny you. And that's okay. It's okay. As long as you're obedient to the call. That's it. That's all that matters. All right, let's see what we get here. That one wanted to pop out. Oh, that one wanted to pop out too, but it didn't. How y'all doing? I hope all is well. I hope you've had a fabulous week. Fabulous week. Keep your head up. For those of you who are going through something, keep your head up. There's a rainbow on the other side, I'm trying to tell you. With a whole pot of gold. A whole pot. Conduct yourself accordingly. Keep moving. Don't let nothing get you down. Life can be tough sometimes, but you can pull through. A lot of you have been going through depression. You've been inboxing me. Depression is literally your soul pulling you to do something else, but you're stuck in this physical reality too much. You're going against your soul. You're going against your true desires. That's depression. That's what it is. Okay? They'll tell you a bunch of different things about what it is, but that's what it is. Wow, this card came up in a reading I did over the weekend. Fogged in. Go slow and take time. At the bottom is valiant courage. Take action with passion. Yes. Some of you need to call on your inner strength and your courage to move forward to the next step. But see, he's on that horse. He's in his best dressed. He's ready to go. He got things to do. He's not trying to be held up. Okay, he has faith. He has divine guidance. He knows that everything will be fine. He knows that everything will be fine. He just got to keep going with courage. Okay, it's interesting because there's two conflicting things here, right? Valiant courage, take action with passion, and fogged in, go slow and take time. Two different things. Change, growth, ascension is required. You're being called. A lot of you are being called. You have a divine purpose for this life. You need to see yourself clearly, babe. You're not a victim anymore. No. You can do this. I feel like this is for healing. Hey, y'all who just joined in. Fogged in and go slow and take your time. Okay. That inner work, that inner healing work, you guys, it's a process. It's a process. I'm just trying to find it. Here it goes. Wow. This did come up in a reading. Shout out to the sis who had a reading, and this card came up a few days ago. There's a lot of changes, you guys. A lot of changes happening. You need to get clear. You need to get some fresh air. Ground yourself. Meditate, like I said. I'm going to read the card, though, okay, you guys? Even if you can't see what's around the next corner, go forward slowly and gently. You are safe. When you take the time to go slowly, new perceptions emerge that you can't see if you're moving fast. Move away from the rapid pace of everyday life and step into the majesty of stillness. Resist the impulse to go ahead with your first instinct. Excuse me. Take time to tune into your deeper intuition. Power is born in those times when you relax into the present moment. Sometimes the mist and fog are so thick that the traveler feels uncertain about everything. Where am I going? What am I meant to do? Why can't I see what's ahead? However, it's in those moments of unknowing that the deepest and most profound answers to life's big questions can emerge. The secret is to traverse slowly and carefully so as not to fall off the path. Be careful. Proceed with caution. Caution again. See, a warning is in this messages. Proceed with caution in all things as you sense the best direction. Listen to the whisperings of your soul. Trust your inner voice. I feel like this ties in with those of you, you're your own enemy. Your mind. A lot of us are dealing with mental illness, and I understand that. I understand how that can be. Peace and love those who just joined in. I understand how that can be the case. You have a lot going on. You have society trying to tell you that what you're feeling is wrong. You have people telling you you're crazy because you're following your intuition. You're deep tapping into your spirituality. They think you're all over the place. Clear your mind. Take care of your mental health here. Take care of it. Some of you cannot see who's in front of you to help you because of that. Because you got to clear your mind. Okay, so these are the two things. Now, for a romance angel card to have a warning and the sacred traveler to have a warning, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. So I advise you all, I'm going to wrap this up, but I'm going to advise you all to evaluate where you are right now. Reflect, meditate, come up with a plan. Talk to source. You have a spiritual mentor, talk to your spiritual mentor. You have somebody who's a practitioner, talk to them. See if you could get guidance, advice, that you trust. Also, tap into that intuition. Take your time, because again, with this is with Valiant Courage, pardon me. With Valiant Courage, the card that was on the bottom, this is somebody who's being divinely called. They have a calling. Okay? But you're fogged in. You're holding it up. You, not anybody else. You can't play the victim no more. That's it. It's out. No. You're holding up your abundance and your gifts. Okay? Nobody else. Because you're not paying attention. You're being disobedient. Okay? You know, and I hate to be harsh to those who feel a harshness with this, but the truth is the truth. The divine don't care about that. It's just the truth. So take the message, okay? So, my beautiful people, that is the divine message for the collective. Again, my name is Tiara Shardé. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you need a private session with me, something more specific to your situation, make sure you go to my website, tiarashardé.com. All of that is in the comments, the description or comment section. This will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, Tiara Neo Shardé. Also, that is in the comment section. If you missed any of the videos from last week or 2 weeks ago, they definitely relate to this video. So make sure you're watching those, okay? So you could get all the goods, all right? Get all the info. Again, reach out to me if you need me. I am here, okay? I'm just a phone call away, baby, all right? I love you guys so very much. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Mwah. Peace and love.